At first, when I was being bullied, I didn't tell my parents, but I think they knew that something was wrong because I just wasn't myself. I'm usually a very happy and upbeat person, but I just felt really depressed and really isolated. There was one occasion where one of the bullies, the main girl that bullied me, came up to me and said, maybe if you'd looked after your mum better, she wouldn't have gotten cancer. And that was such a traumatic experience for me because even to this day, sometimes when I'm feeling really low, I still blame myself for my mum getting sick, even though rationally I know it had nothing to do with me. Bullies make you doubt yourself, and I think that's really what happened to me, and that's why it was so horrible and so difficult to move on from. I was really depressed. I self-harmed while I was in school and for several years after I left, because it was the only way, it was the only release that I had and the only way that I felt able to cope with my experience. And I attempted suicide and ended up in hospital. And that was really hard for my family and really hard for me. A lot of the time I'm quite ashamed of it now, but it was just what I had to do at the time. But I wish I hadn't got to that point. I really wish I hadn't felt the need to do it. It was at that point that I realised I have to change this. I have to make the best of a really horrible experience and use it to drive me forward, use it to make me want to succeed and have an amazing future. I think the best advice that I could give is tell someone. And as cliche as that sounds, it really does help. As soon as I told my parents what was happening, and as soon as I went to the school, I did feel better because I felt like the whole situation wasn't resting on my shoulders. I had people to support me, I had people to help me. Because of what I've been through, it's okay sometimes to actually give myself a break and say, actually, I don't have to do that. I don't have to put myself under that stress. And I think that's the most important thing I've learnt about myself. And I've also learnt that I'm a much stronger person than I thought I was. Really, I pity the bullies. I know that they had a lot going on in their own lives, some really difficult things going on in their own lives. But at the same time, I still don't think that justifies what they did to me. So if they hadn't been so horrible to me, I would feel really sorry for them. My future is really positive now because I don't feel like there are any limits to what I can do. I don't feel held back by my experience. I don't feel held back by my mental health. I just feel like I can move forward, be happy, make friends, spend time with my family, and experience new things, better things. A lot of the time people think that the victims of bullying are weak, but that's very far from the truth, because after having such a traumatic experience, to be able to build yourself back up again, you're not a victim, you're a survivor.